Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Vashawn Jones, visionary of Fedora Outlier LLC, and the microphone is different today. So, hopefully, you guys can hear me. I know it's not the best quality because these are the AirPod Pros. More on these in a bit. So, I get this email that comes across from someone in Georgia whose name will be protected to protect the innocent. And their question has to do with certification, specifically a course that is being offered, how to relate that to vocational rehabilitation, and is this course the best thing for me, is the gist of what's being said. Now, let's talk a little bit about certification. Certification is like this. It gets you your first job in most cases. So I don't want you guys to think that everything that you do, you have to be certified in. This is something very, very specific. Now, here's the thing. If you want to cut grass, right, you don't need to be certified to cut grass. You need to demonstrate that you know how to cut good grass. If you want to learn how to cut hair, then for the barbershop's sake, then yes, you need to be certified. Guess what? If you want to be able to cut hair and open up your own mobile barbering business and you want to call it a hair cuttery, you don't need to be certified if you can do the work. Because guess what? I'm not going to my barber asking him for a certification. But because I'm in a barbershop, the state will ask for licensing. But think about it. We've all got our hair cut by our girlfriend, our dude, you know, not me getting my hair cut by my girlfriend, but you know what I mean. You ladies out there, your girlfriend. Um, yeah. So yeah, but in this particular case, you do need to be certified. What the gentleman wants to do is to be able to work in courts, helping individuals who've been mandated to take particular courses for rehabilitation. If it's anger management, if it's drug abuse, if it's shoplifting, if it's alcohol anonymous, whatever the case may be. Excuse me. Yes, you need to be certified. Now, the other question is, what certifications do you need? And I would talk to the courts. And then I would see who's offering the certifications that the courts state that I need and who has the best results based on the courses that they're offering. So the way that looks is I would find a minimum of three people offering those courses, those types of courses that you need to take, and I would find out who has the best success rate of the individuals offering those courses. What is their follow up and follow through looking like once you pay them the $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 to take those courses? What type of support do you get? What's kind of built into your success if you do the work? That's what I would be looking at when I'm reviewing people for their courses. Now, I'll give you an example. I play the saxophone, and music is a lifelong journey. You can't just pick it up and in 3 years you're the best in the world. It's not going to happen. Gerald Albright, Mindy Bear, whoever you want to name, is still practicing, still learning 50 years into it. But when they're offering a course, I want to know, is this person playing the type of music that I want to play? And what am I going to get from this particular musician? And then I subscribe to their course or their training or their teaching. And that's the same thing with any type of certification that you want to get. You want to know, what is the success rate of their certification classes, their courses. Are they familiar with accessibility? Do you get those things in an accessible format? Are they video only? Are the videos described? Do you get in an accessible PDF? Um, those types of things. is stuff that I would be looking at. Are they local to me? Can I put my hands on them? What's the recourse if something goes awry and, you know, they were full of crap and you didn't get none of what they promised? What's their guarantee? What's their money back guarantee? Because trust me, $3,000, $5,000 for a course, that's enough money for somebody not to deliver and feel comfortable with taking your money. It's a lot of money, is what I'm trying to say. So you want to make sure that they deliver on what it is that they said that they are. Now, here is how you get this over to VR and be successful with it. Everything with vocational rehabilitation has to do with justification. Justification. Can you justify why we are paying this money for you to take this course? What is going to be the predicted outcome? Now, the other thing that you have to do with vocational rehabilitation is you have to do the majority of the work, which means you have to do your research. And that's why I say find 3 people that are offering the same certification in what you want to do. I would find a mentor that is doing what you want to do to help explain the processes that you're not yet familiar with and be able to show that this is a revenue generating idea. The other thing is once you get your certifications, I want you to start thinking about how you're going to use what I call USP, your unique sales position, to bring in customers of your own. Because if you're doing the same thing that the next person is doing in the courtroom, then we might as well use the same people that we've been using for these particular um, classes that are mandated by the individuals who get sentenced in court. So find out what you're going to do different. And that's going to be one of the biggest questions that vocational rehabilitation is going to ask you, as well as are these certifications required in court? So go ahead and have that already answered. Which ones already have who you want to get the services from? Because guess what? You're going to have to make that particular individual a vendor with the state, which is a process, especially in Georgia, if Eric Hartnett is part of that particular process. I'm telling you now, ridiculous. Um, but anyway, so that's how that works there. The other thing that I would make sure that you have already spelled out for vocational rehabilitation is the who, when, the what, the when, the where, the why. All those questions. When does the course start? When is the deadline to have the money? Why you want to take this course? And what is it going to provide for your life? And the good thing about this is a business that you can also offer a certification in and make money based on your processes and procedures. So, my friend in Georgia, I hope this answers a lot of your questions. You do have my number, my email. You can definitely call. And so that is that. The AirPod Pros, if you can hear me, I'm talking to you on them now. Now, I realize they're not the stellar quality that you are used to from me, but I have tens of thousands of dollars in other microphones around. And of course, $1,000 microphone is going to sound better than a pair of $271 with tax AirPod Pros. Great for phone calls, great for music, ease of access. Um, Everything is what I would expect. I do have the older ones here, um, right here, which is the Airport second generation. If you want to buy them, $60 plus shipping. I do have them available. I probably only wore them about 5 times, and they work great. So I'm going to do a much more in-depth review. This is the first time that I've um, had them on and have used them. So you are the first people around the world that get to experience me as I experience the AirPod Pros. So it's 11:16. I got a 12 o'clock saxophone lesson. So I'm going to be out, but you guys know that I want you to change the world and change the world together.